Hi Ren and welcome back to some more Pillars of Eternity 2. So, I got one more cannoneer and some more supplies. And it's time to leave. I think we'll go for Fort Deadlight first. Because that's where the pirate who attacked us is supposedly hiding. And it's pretty close, so we can probably handle that. Let's check the journal real quick. It is still at 1 skull. So one level higher than our current level. Well, these are definitely no-go right now. We could go for Neketaka, I suppose, and wait until we level up. How far is it? It's quite far. Okay, seems really far away actually. Let's go in that general direction. Oh, hold on, abandoned village. We can check that out. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, we can just search the location. Okay. I don't think we'll find much. Some ingredients. Alright, onwards. See, navigation. Yeah, I already figured that out. What's going on here? Minus 2 morale. Right, we do have one injured person. For 5 days. But 5 days is quite a lot, actually. Burial site. Oh, just search location. Ring of minor deflection. Okay, hey, that's useful. We can certainly use that. Let's take a look. Where is it? Right here. Let's use it on our main guy. Okay. Small fishing village. As you travel northwest, you discover a broad channel separating you from the flat expanse of a sandy islet. A wooden bridge spans the waterway, easily wide enough to accommodate a cart and a horse. Okay. A crowd throngs the bridge, an eclectic menagerie of clean-coated villains Amawa in bright and colorful robes, and even the odd Orlan. Down the hill, by the water's edge, a small cluster of Amawa have gathered. Walk onto the bridge, approach them near the water, walk onto the bridge. The bridge seems relatively new, a little worn for something on the coast. The flat soles are utterly without ostentation, the structure crafted solely for functionality. Okay. An Orlan, his deep brown fur a close match to the boards beneath your feet, approaches you and doffs a wide-brimmed hat as he bows. Greetings, stranger. Come to eye the race. I have no idea what you're talking about. These people came out here to watch a race. The Orlan grins. Ain't from around here, are you? No, not really. It's a local tradition. A swim race up the Osa channel after a big storm, when the current's at its strongest. Winner gets a... he scratches his head. Something. Bragging rights too. Okay. Let's watch the race. Can I participate in the race? Hey, we have very high athletic skill. Can I participate in the race? Not really sure. Can't say it's up to me either way. You'd want to talk to them down there on the river side. Okay. Sounds interesting. Examine the competitors. Sure. Who's going to do that? Our main guy. He has 4 in perception. Or rather, 4 in insight. The largest of them, a bald woman, is all muscle. She'd be menacing in a fight, but in the water, the bulk might slow her down. One of them, a man with tightly curled blonde hair, combines lean muscle with a compact frame. As he stretches, he watches the water as if it were an old friend. You doubt that third, a gangly teen, should even be here. A light wind might carry him away. Okay. I'd like to join the race. So, what are the skills? We got 4 in athletics. Several of the gathered Juana chuckle. The woman merely smiles, bowing her head slightly. Challenging Osa, it is always done by Omawa to prove strength and stamina in the water. I stay afraid it may be too much for another kid. Okay. History, bluff. So you're afraid of losing. I thought you were traditionally a welcoming people. You have a point, the Deadfires already tried to drown me once. She bows her head. Then what welcome would we provide if we fed our guests to the unknowing Ngati? But you are not unknowing, I say. She nods and motions you towards the channel. Then go join the others at the water's edge. Leave your clothes upon the rocks, and they will warm you after. Okay then. I'll keep my clothes on for speed. Well, I would like to keep some of my gear and weapons, just in case we'll need them, but alright. Let's see if we can win. Well, success. I mean, we did have high athletics. The others fall behind. Did we win? Oh, someone is drowning. Okay. Help him to the shore. Keep swimming for the goal. Well, let's help him. I'm not going to let him drown. You wrap an arm around the struggling swimmer, and he has the wherewithal not to struggle against you as you swim towards the land. You pull yourself onto the rocky shore and help him up behind you. The large bald woman pulls ahead and reaches the goal first. The crowd roars as she walks onto the far shore, fists raised victoriously. The young swimmer squeezes your arm. Many thanks. Moderate positive. The crowd on the bridge thins as the commotion dies down. Your journey continues. Well, that's that apparently. Let's check out this village. We can trade. I don't think we need anything right now. Not really. Maybe a little bit of food and water. Let's see, let's say 20. Okay. And time to leave. Alright, time to leave then. Just going to move the water and the food. I can't seem to split the stack, which is a little bit weird. The tooltip doesn't say anything about splitting. Shift doesn't work. Control doesn't work. Alt doesn't work. But I would like to split this. There we go, now it works. Here. That should really be explained somewhere instead of you having to guess. Because so many different games use so many different schemes for splitting the stacks. I can think of at least 4 different schemes for splitting.
Comes to you on a cold wind.
Okay, what's going on?
The ring comes again and again, until soon the air is full with the sound of 1,000 bells ringing
in the middle of the
once.
sea? Sounds legit.
You feel a resonance in your core, a bell ringing in tune with all the others. Something in you bends, then breaks, and you are borne away on the ringing tide. Just another peal among the many. The tide of bells recedes. You lever yourself up onto your knees and realize you have been here before.
God of Death.
You stand, you are alone. And then you are not. An indistinct figure stands before you, flickering between forms like a fire-cast shadow. A fixed, taunting grin. Bottomless black eyes. A yawning chasm in the earth. The aspects of Berith, the Usher and the Pallid Knight, shift in and out of focus. And at their back, 4 indistinct shades hover. You feel an eternity stretch out behind each of them, reaching back to places so distant and yet so near you cannot comprehend their size. The shifting image of Berith settles on the aspect of the pallid night.
Watcher.
She intones. Her voice is the discordant clangor of gongs struck out of time.
I tasked you to discover Aethys's intentions. Tell me what you have learned.
He's draining souls from the veins. He's stomping around the Deadfire, yanking up souls like a giant Adra soul magnet. It's too early to be sure. I can't follow Eothas around if you're going to keep dragging my soul into the beyond. Well, let's go with the first one.
The pallid night knits her brows.
He does not seek to return to the beyond? Intriguing.
Her sickly pale skin pulls tight across the bones of her face, as if the shell of this aspect does not quite fit the impossible creature it contains. The figure nearest Berith dissolves and reforms in the image of a thin-lipped, ancient crone, whose face has felt the melting kiss of fire. The goddess Wodica strides forward.
Does Aethys frighten you, Berith? He should. Magran subdued Aethys' influence once before, and yet he returned.
From out of Wodica's shadow shuffles a hunched, bald man you recognize as the god Scan. His skin is mapped with swollen lash scars, and breath whistles through the ragged hole in his face where his nose once was. He does not speak, but stares up at Wodica, with naked loathing plain on his ruined face. Wodica steeples her long, knob-jointed fingers.
We must annihilate Aethys now, before he makes a rash decision we cannot easily annul. A moon would do the job nicely.
What?
Wodica says, and grins.
If you think that's the appropriate solution, I won't stand in your way. Given her relationship with the moon, I doubt Ondra would approve of that plan. I'm pretty sure we need that. You would destroy Eora for what? Spite? Say nothing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need that.
A voice echoes from the shape nearest Berith.
The lava is too large to be moved and Koltha too quick to be caught, even for a god of Wodica's strength and apparent lunacy.
The figure beside the aspect of Berith flows forward in a swirling cloud of ash. The ash falls to the tiles and reveals a molten-skinned woman, leaning on a monstrous, wicked-edged broadsword. Magran's glowing lips curl in disdain.
We must find a solution to the problem of Aethys that is neither do nothing, nor destroy the world.
I agree.
I acted in haste during the Saints' War. You will not goad me into doing the same now. To move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness. We must find wisdom in precaution.
Sure, great idea. Can I go now? What kind of precaution do you suggest? I don't care what you do, just put me back in my body, so I can get this charade over with. What kind of precautions do you suggest?
Magran looks at you as one might a wayward gob of spit on one's shoe.
It is no business of yours what the gods decide.
Another of the silent figures steps forward, and the warm, golden light of a summer's afternoon spills across your face.
Let's all take a deep, calming breath. Perhaps cooler heads will prevail.
Behind Helia's words, you hear the soft coo of doves.
Aethys has been separated from us for too long. Isn't it possible he intends only to gather enough souls to reclaim his realm in the beyond? He should be welcomed.
You look up then into avian eyes. Through them, you see clouds of starlings converge and divide.
How about just say nothing?
Scan shuffles forward.
Yes, yes. We should welcome Aethys' return to the fold. His gratitude we can leverage to cajole him into divulging his plot. Then, when he believes himself to be in our good graces, we do as Wodica suggests, and crush him into the earth.
Scan pauses, inspecting you.
Ah, and here is the Watcher who wiped dear desperate Alice's mind. You could have let my followers help her kill the man who tormented her. But you did not. Curious.
Scan licks the ragged edge of his lipless mouth and grins, then turns to Helia.
I did not expect such a deliciously ruthless idea from you, Helia. I am impressed.
Helia's feathered crest stands on end.
You wretched little creature.
Attempting to end Iotas may only make things worse. He's too dangerous, you have to destroy him. Say nothing.
Pallid Knight gestures for silence.
Aethys cannot be killed, but he may be subdued. Yet to do so will take immense power and time. Both stand in his favor.
Magran grits her black glass teeth.
That is why we must ascertain his plans before he has the chance to put them into motion.
She begins to pace. Her steps leave little trails of fire in her wake. Magran stops and balls her hands into flaming fists.
Even if we manage to destroy his current form, there is the possibility he could return, if he has not already absorbed all of his children.
Say nothing.
Wodica
Let
waves
them
the
talk.
gods to silence.
Aethys gathers strength. His strength is a threat to us.
Her voice takes on a sharp, almost panicked edge.
There is no sensible answer to the question of a resurgent Aethys other than decisive, final action.
There's no cause to act now.
Your opinion is unasked for, but noted. We will act when it is appropriate to do so, and not before.
The Pallid Knight steps away from the half-circle of assembled gods. She pulls herself up to a great height. The words she speaks next come not from her mouth, but from all around you.
Follow him, Watcher.
The black of the Pallid Knight's irises expand until her eyes are as dark and cold as the void between stars. She bends down and brings her ghostly face level with your own.
Your debt to me remains unpaid.
This is bullshit. I'll do what I can. I only do this because I must. We'll see about that. I'll do what I can.
She stares at you, unblinking. Like a needle drawn to a magnet, you are pulled toward her one compulsory step at a time. Helpless to resist, you tumble into her impossible eyes. You fall wildly, endlessly, unable to find your bearings or slow your spin. And in the distance, above, no, behind you, comes an insistent ringing. You angle yourself toward it, searching for the sound. A small silver bell appears just inches from your fingertips. You reach for it, straining to still its interminable ringing. The moment you touch it, your soul slams into your body with all the force of a fall from the top of the sky. You blink open your eyes and find yourself on the floor of your ship's cabin, alone.
So, let's move on.
Give me a real challenge.
How may I be of service, my lord?
We don't need anything from you right now. Okay, let's just move on, I guess. Alright, let's move on. Maybe avoid pirates if possible. Are these pirates? They are. Okay. Let's see if we can retreat. Failure. So this is, in my opinion, one of the weaker parts of the game. Because there's no actual naval combat. Or, well, there is, but in form of a dialogue. So I'm not a huge fan of that, to be honest. But it's a thing. It is a little bit weird, though. Okay, they have a lot of ammunition, but only 4 people. If we could board them, that would be great. Okay, fire. Let's see if we can hit them. Okay. Well, that's 16 out of 20. We do have an advantage, because our whole health is 60, theirs is 20. So, full speed ahead. Okay. Turn. Distance decreased by 47. Oh, okay. Well, let's move on. What's this? Howling Gorge. Let's go check it out. There's also an oasis over here. Okay, let's take a look around. We are in no huge rush. Water, 26. Yeah, sure, why not? We still got one injured person, but I guess that's fine. It will just take time. Let's see what this is all about. The desert wind carries a sibilant susurrus to your ears from the canyon ahead, punctuated by cracks and pops. It's reminding you of eggs on a hot pan or fire on a dry bush. The low growl that accompanies it, however, raises the hair on the back of your neck. Okay. Listen carefully. We do have decent perception. Well, 12. Not sure if that's decent, but it's fine-ish. We can also use our cipher. So... here you go. ICAP. Got twigs free and 5 minds ahead. One of them be right goddamned big and twice as hungry. Listen carefully. A failure. Hey, hold on, I think somebody had higher perception, but a little bit too late now. Or does everyone have 12? Seraphin has 13. Well, let's continue cautiously forward. Okay, do we want to attack? Continue watching. Use distraction to sneak closer. Sure, we can do that. Now we'll fight. So, well, this should be interesting. Young Drake. Okay, well, let's see how this goes. Should be fun. Probably best if we use everything we have, because this is going to be rough. Pillar of Earth. I don't think knockdown will do a whole lot. Yeah, we'll use Into the Fray. What do you have? Anything interesting here? Tenuous Grasp. Blinding them and nearby enemies. I don't think we'll be able to blind it, but we can try. And I guess that's it. And Force of Anguish. Alright. And we got some dudes incoming. That was more damage than I thought it will be. Okay. Maybe this won't be as bad as I thought it might be. But we have to engage all of them. Yeah, there are quite a few of them. This might be rough. So, hold on. We do have sort of an AoE. Where was it? This one. No uses left. Okay, never mind then. Blessed Harvest. Interdiction. Dazes any enemies in area of effect. Okay, what else do we have here? What about you? We can still use missiles. We also got Necrotic Lance. The missiles do pretty good damage, let's use the missiles. Maybe we can take down the Drake quickly, and then focus on the other guys. That would be the general idea, yes. Let's give it a shot then, shall we? We are still fine. It's almost dead! Come on. Oh great, now he's getting healed. That's just fantastic. There is a priest around here. But we might be able to take it down quickly. We just need some burst damage. That's all we need. What do you have here? What's the AoE on this? It's pretty small. We can only target one at a time. This is a single target ability, so let's target the priest. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Come on, kill that stupid Drake. No, I think we'll have to kill the priest. It's getting healed a little bit too much. Let's see if we can knock down the priest to interrupt him. Come on. Are you going to use that or not? Nope. We need to knock down the priest or something. Like anything. Just kill the priest. He is quite squishy. We got the Drake, so there's that. I had to take some damage because of this engagement, but I wasn't going to leave that priest there. Clearly. He's not actually dead yet. And the champion might be a bit of a problem. Here, we got the priest. Okay, what else do we have? We do have restore, let's maybe use that. On our tank. And focus on the champion. He seems to be the most dangerous guy around here. We are engaged. We can try to blind him. We can try to blind all three of them, that might actually work. Let's give it a shot. And attack him from the back. Okay, that's decent. Holy Radiance. Come on. Also, I guess we can use AI parry logic. Oh, that has to be enabled for everyone separately. Okay. Here, it's enabled. What else do we still have? We got second wind. We are already in defensive stance. Where are the scrolls? Because I had some scrolls in quick slots. Where are they supposed to be? Yeah, how do we use quick items? We can also use empower if we want to. Yeah, here are the quick items, so we could use that. I don't think that's going to be necessary. I think we can handle this without that. There's no need. The champion is going down, and they are blinded. So kill the champion and then focus on skirmishers. Here. Yeah, we got this. One person is paralyzed. Yep, we win. No need to use anything else, really. Goodbye.
Sure thing.
Well, that was fun. We got some experience out of it, maybe some loot. Anything useful in here? Champion Spear, +5 accuracy. Quartered Staff, increased reach. Okay. Skirmisher Spear. So we got some two-handed weapons.
Yeah?
I might actually use one of them. Let's see. What are the specializations that we have again? Where was that? Oh yeah, pike, quartered staff, unarmed. And S-stock. Use the pike's reach to set your opponent off guard, exposing their weak points to your allies at the cost of reduced damage. And quartered staff is a more defensive option. Right, let's remove this. And check weapons. Damage, 16 to 25. That's pierced damage. Okay. We still got that sword, but can't really use it right now. 15 to 22. Okay. 21 to 28. Well, that is actually better. That's the quartered stuff, so a more defensive option. With the quartered staff to deflect incoming blows, gaining increased deflection against melee weapons at the cost of recovery time. Let's use that as our second weapon for now. 15 to 22. That sword is so nice. But can't use it yet. Unless we respec, which costs like 500 gold. I'm not going to do it unless I really have to. What weapon is Adair using? Oh, right, I remember. Okay, well, I think it's time to move on. Hand mortar. Yep, I think it's time to move on. We got scales. Yep, I'll take that. Anything else around here? Probably not. I mean, we are in the middle of nowhere, basically. We gained 100 experience. Yep, there's nothing else here. Okay, let's see if there's anything else on this island. Oh yeah, there is a cavern. We could go check that out, it's tempting. However, that's going to be the end of this episode, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.